Edo State-born business magnate and philanthropist Captain Hosa Okunbor, in this no-holds-barred interview, spoke on his battles with Governor Godwin Obaseki of Edo State, how their quarrel started and why he is supporting Pastor Sagezi Iyamu of the All Progressives Congress APC in the September 19 governorship poll. Okunbor said he does not have a foundation because God instructed him to do for me in secret and I will bless you openly. At the beginning, when Governor Godwin Obaseki approached me in 2016 that he wanted to run for the governorship of Edo State, he came in the company of a friend, Noge Megison, to my house in Ikoyi, Lagos, and that day I accepted him because of the relationship between his late father and I. His late father was like a father to me. In fact, he nurtured me in my youth. I told him the relationship between his father and I, that as a child I was his father's friend and that I had no choice but to support his ambition. After that, he kept coming to my house with Razak Bello Osage. When he came, he respected me and we respected each other. We ate together and the relationship was very cordial. I was happy that at least somebody from the private sector like myself had come into the governorship race in Edo State, apart from the relationship I had with the father, which was very dear to me. When it came to the time to support financially, he came to me in Abuja with the same Razak, and I did my little bit to support him, and thank God it is the same candidate today that is also opponent again. He was elected as the governor in 2016 and I was very elated, and as we continued, the political class that elected him was all coming to me, including Rasak Bello Osage that brought him to me. I want to start mentioning names now so that there can be reference. They were complaining about how he was treating them and how he didn't want to see them anymore after being elected. I kept calming them down. I even quarreled with Rasak. I said, Rasak, leave this man alone. And I kept talking to the political class and said, listen, I know bankers, I know investment bankers. You can't squeeze anything out of their hands. He said he was gathering money to improve our state. He said he's developing our state, and I said, so be it, let him be. I kept going back to him to say, my brother, please manage these people. You have found yourself in the political turf, so please manage them, because I believe there are so many attributes of leadership: the ability to manage people, perseverance, and patience. I told him that when you have more than 10 workers in your establishment, you will have different kinds of people, and the ability to manage them to achieve your desired goals is what is important. As I was fighting the political class, I was advising him on how to manage them, because for me, the state was my concern. Development of my state is top priority. That was why when I was going to China to meet some investors, I mentioned it to him and he was willing to come. I was excited that he was willing to come. I bought his ticket and that of his aides. We went to China and met my investors and we spent good time together. I did that and paid all the bills, not because I have too much money, but what I wanted to show to my brother was, look, I am not coming for government purse. I wanted to show him that I wanted to help genuinely and I seriously meant well for him. To my surprise, I could not believe the things that started unfolding later. I was always wondering what I had done. For instance, when the president was coming to Benin for the Army Day, I reached out to the presidency. The president has seen my products. The president had eaten products from my farm. The president loves the product. So I wanted to use that opportunity of his coming to Benin to invite the president to commission my farm. I also thought that that was an opportunity for Godwin, the governor, to also showcase the farm as one of his achievements, only for me to hear from the grapevine that he never wanted the president to come to my farm. I needed to confirm if the president was going to come to my farm, and I did. Then I got a phone call from Godwin. He said, I learned the president is coming to your farm. He will come, but he is not going to come out of the car. I was wondering how the president would come for the commissioning of my farm and not come out of the car. Whatever I'm saying here today, God Almighty knows that I am saying the truth. He gave me that call and I laughed, only for the events to be cancelled because there was an accident. There was an incident in Maiduguri and the president had to go to Maiduguri. I started to think what was going on here. Most of these things started last year. It is very true that a few people had approached me that I should run against him. Let me be honest, I will be the last person to quarrel with any government that is performing or any government at all. At the very beginning, when Godwin told me his plans for Edo State, if Godwin presents to you his plans for Edo State on PowerPoint, you will kiss his feet. It is like in the Bible when the devil said, take all this and bow before me. And Jesus said, get thee behind me, Satan. Nothing on ground. And as we progress, all those packages that he presented, none was done. I learned most of them were all on paper and not, and they continue to be on paper, and consultancy services attached to most of them. Of course, as we speak, most of those projects are not on ground and I can't be deceived. Some can be deceived, but I cannot. Though I still consider Godwin my brother, but I don't consider him a leader because he doesn't have the attributes of a good leader. Edo State is a collective responsibility. It is a place where we all must support. I have no other place to call my foundation apart from that place. It is more important to me than any other place. We have had elections in Edo State. This is not the first time, and I can tell you that it has not been this bad because the whole country is shaking because of one state. We have had many elections in Edo State. My being dragged into this whole thing, like I have said earlier, is no fault of mine. It is rather unfortunate that the governor, because he thought he was going to run against me, began to plot and I became an imaginary candidate. Comrade Oshomole, who initially brought him as a governor, by default is also an imaginary candidate. You so you on the streets are hearing Godwin and Captain Osa Godwin Oshomole, but the real candidate is Osage Iyamu. He has given himself 3 candidates to contest against, one being real, the other 2 imaginary. When Governor Obaseki wanted to contest in 2016, you said you met and sat down to listen to his plans. Have you sat with Eze Iyamu? He said, yes, of course, I have sat with Eze Iyamu. Are you bankrolling him? Well, that is a good question. Eze Iyamu has met with me. He has also shown me the vision he has for the state. He calls it simple agenda. He also has a vision of farming and is a farmer. He's very passionate about the agenda. I believe the only thing that has not been exploited to the benefit of Nigeria and our children is farming. We have arable land everywhere. Farming will take a lot of our children off the street, and it is one of the agenda he's passionate about. So guys, I say Pastor Captain Osa has said many things. You know, it's the same thing. At the end of the day, you are going to be hearing different stories, and I will not know what led to the rancor between himself and the governor. And now you are going again to meet this Eze Iyamu again. After 4 years, in case he wins, you will still come back and tell us all these stories. You know, when are we going to be out of all these things? We must complain about people. Now you have complained, you told all the history between you and Obaseki. Now you want to enter agreement again. Oh, you can spend your last Kobo on this person so that the other man will be removed. God will help them. So guys, let us hear your opinion concerning what the captain has said concerning Obaseki. Leave your comment and let us know your thoughts. Thank you.